There is no doubt that there's a war for these children. When you realize the evil in the heart of men that would really destroy the childhood of these children, it's beyond even what we can imagine. When we moved to SWIPOC, really the most important thing for us was prevention. What are ways we can prevent kids from being trafficked, because so many were. So I actually started our first class. I actually taught English. Literally hundreds signed up for the one class with 12 spots. And so we started. Shanta, who's the pastor here now, was my assistant teacher. But once we built that relationship through the school, Shanta could lead them to Christ. And what happened, those 12 kids today are all leaders in ministries from that first little class. And we felt certain that God was calling us to build that school.
I always say the purpose of our school is to change the trajectory of kids in this community. They were headed on a trajectory of just doing what their family's always done, whether it be scavenging the streets for recyclables or working in the bars, working at KTVs, being trafficked across the border to another place. Sometimes that's all they know. If your child doesn't seem to have much value, they're going to be kind of discardable, I guess. There's not a lot of hope for what they might become. So then they're much more vulnerable to exploitation, to trafficking, to abuse. And so that is often pulling people back into that exploitation cycle. Our teachers also had trouble seeing the value of kids at first because they were just used to how things were in this community. But as they've caught on to the value of the kids and they see the potential and they see how fast they learn, that they can be taught and they do have opportunities for the future, now their eyes are opened. Like, these kids could be a future doctor. This could be the future leader in a government position. Like, these kids are going to change Cambodia.
You know, the new school, with 1,500 students, it protects more, it provides greater education for that cycle of poverty breaking. But as just a facility for the community, it's a symbol of hope that this community would have such a high standard of a school. And then even better than that, when students come to this school, they're going to experience hope in Christ. They're going to experience His love, and that's what transforms the community.
So Kimberly was really dreaming with us and asking us, hey, we would love this space to have a full commercial kitchen where we can serve all these kids a healthy meal, bigger classrooms with some more daylight, natural airflow. A lot of the classrooms are cramped. They needed a space for like a music room. They needed a place for counseling rooms. So there's some of these emotional, spiritual needs. We can create that environment through the architecture. The way that we arrange the spaces, the way that we put all the classrooms on the outside, focusing on a central courtyard, is one of those symbols that says, hey, you're protected, and there's a central focus on the community.
We do our best with what we have. Our teachers persevere through some difficult things like really oppressive heat, things not functioning like they should. They don't complain. They rise up to those kinds of challenges, which has been amazing. So I showed them kind of floor by floor what would be in the school, the classrooms, the library, the bathrooms, things like that that I'm used to, but they were hearing for the first time. And they just erupted with excitement and joy and gratitude. But to know that they're going to be in a facility that is quality, that is worth what our kids are worth, is, I think, one of the most amazing things we're doing.
We get to experience the changed life. We get to see a handicapped child go to school that they never thought they would, to see that child excel, to see kids that began in our school become leaders within the church and within the community, that happens because of you.
My heartbeat is prevention through and through. And I know that prevention may be cheaper, which is good, but I also know the cost of exploitation. I've seen it on these kids' faces. I know that it's a tremendous cost to their souls. So my heartbeat is prevention. I want to prevent all of that cost that's happening to their hearts. And so that makes prevention worth every penny.
ការងារគ្រូបង្រៀនខ្មែរនាងខ្ញុំចង់ទៅគ្រូបង្រៀនខ្ញុំបាទចង់ធ្វើគ្រូបង្រៀននាងខ្ញុំចង់ធ្វើជាគ្រូពេទ្យនាងខ្ញុំចង់ធ្វើការជាគ្រូពេទ្យ
The vision was always be more than protection. Right? We wanted the kids to get the type of education that could break the cycle of poverty. And this school, the staff at this school has done that. This school is going to impact the country beyond SWIPOC. What's happening here, kids are being educated at such a level that they will go on to university, they will be successful, and they will be the future leaders.